Hello, hi, I'm Megha this side, and I'm the founder of Arua. Yeah. So for today, we'll be talking about violence. We'll be talking about sexual violence that is happening with our children, and it's important that we raise our voice not just one day but every single day for our children. And we have a very special guest with us today, Aarti from Aram India. I'm just going to bring her live with me. Great. So I'm just going to introduce you. We have Aarti with us. She's the Chief Operating Officer at RM India. She has done her master's from Durham University, England, and a research scholar. She has been researching on this issue of child sexual abuse. It's an honor to have you, Aarti.
I'm so glad I'm part of this, and I've been seeing the work that you guys have been doing, and I'm like completely awed by it. So thank you so much for bringing us here.
It's our pleasure. How is lockdown going for you?
Oh, it's well, it's pretty busy because we've been working with 250 children and their families right now, and we're supporting them with the basic necessities and also helping them navigate through the entire lockdown. So it's been quite busy for us. Apart from that, yeah, I mean the entire apart from work, I've been cooking and painting when I get time.
Oh, wow, you paint?
Oh, I think I'm an amateur painter, so it's not that great.
Great. So what are you cooking? Like, are you a vegetarian or a non-vegetarian?
I am a vegetarian, so
Okay, cool.
yeah,
I'm a vegetarian.
much. Oh, that's great. That's great. So it's a lot of paneer and tofu.
Moving on to the campaign that we are running, Safe Home for Child. You have been working on this so that because of sexual violence, things home. Home is not a because so what's your take on that? Are children safe at home? Uh,
Mega, I'm really sorry. Your voice is getting cracked.
just a minute.
Uh,
Is it repeating or is it echoing or repeating?
it's cut. It's getting cut in between.
Okay. First let me try again. Now is it audible or should I wait? Like, just a minute. I'm just waiting.
Um,
Yes, am I audible to you now? Is it better now? I think I cannot hear you, Aarti. Yeah, am I audible?
hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
It's echoing. Am I
It's ec-
audible?
yeah, you are audible to me. And audience, can you tell us if
Okay.
our voice is echoing to you? Uh, is it like my voice is audible to you, Aarti, or not? Okay, so what you can do is, Aarti, maybe you can disconnect once and then connect again.
Sure, sure. I'm so
That
sorry
will
about
work.
this.
No, no, it's okay. It's a network problem. It happens.
Yeah, I'll just try that.
Yes, not a problem. Yes, so that's Aarti, and we're talking about a campaign. We can't hear, it's not echoing. Okay, so it will be fixed in another 2 minutes, and she'll be joining us again. We are talking about a campaign hashtag Safe Home for Child. Uh, Okay, yeah, there's some weak connection. But guys, it will be great if you can mention your questions also. Because we feel that it's not about me raising my voice. It's not about one person raising their voice. But it's about all of us together raising our voice against sexual violence. And each one of you who has joined us live has a very important role to play in preventing sexual violence. I'm just going to ask Art to join in again. And today we'll be having discussion about laws related to child sexual abuse. And it's going to be a very fruitful session. We're just going to fix this. Just a minute. And if you have any questions related to cyber safety, if you have any questions related to children, you can always mention in the comment section below. We'll be happy to answer it. Just a minute, I'm just. Okay, so Aarti, once you are there, it will be great if you can send me a request again. How to talk to children about sexual activities. Since it's a very sensitive topic, it's important that the conversation should be child friendly. And it's important that you use the right vocabulary. There are a lot of resources available at our website and even at the website of Aram India. You can refer to these resources, and the conversation will depend from the age group of the child. If the child is too small, the conversation will be different, and it will vary from child to child. Just a minute, I'm just going to bring them live. Just a minute. I think there's some network problem and they are not able to join us. So how to talk? Let me try to connect again. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect and then I'm going to connect with them again. Okay, they are here. Just a minute. Okay, so Aarti is going to be here with us in another less than 60 seconds. Hope so the connection works. Let's see.
We're so sorry about this.
Hi. Yes. Am I audible to you?
Yes. Now it's clear.
It's clear. Awesome. Great. So we have a question for you from the audience.
Sure.
They are saying that how can we start the conversation about child sexual abuse with their siblings or with the near and dear ones? How to talk to children about this issue?
Right. One thing that I would like to highlight even before we start talking to them, we as adults or trusted adults need to understand and realize that it's not a part of she. Like it's not she to, the entire talk around sexuality and sex. So first thing that you need to accept as a trusted adult is children are sexual beings. Right?
Exactly.
At different age, they have different ways of, showing their sexuality. So if, for example, if you take a child between the age group of 0 to 4, so you'll find them touching their genitals or, trying to kiss somebody from the opposite sex. So we as trusted adults really need to be sure that, we are ready to get into this conversation. So before preparing the child, it is important that we ourselves are prepared.
Because, and it's important that we are not hesitant also, because a lot of time parents are too hesitant to talk about it.
Absolutely. Because see, I mean, even for us at this age right now, sexuality is real. Like if you open it, there's so much to talk about it, right? So if you as an adult want to initiate that conversation with the child, make sure that you also are equally prepared. And there are always, we always have times when we don't have answers to everything. And it's okay. So you preparing yourself is first thing. Second thing is when you start talking to children about sex and sexuality, I think it is important to give them information as per their age, right? So each and every child needs to understand about this, but the education, that the information that goes to them needs to be age appropriate, right?
Absolutely.
So when we say, I would just like to point to one thing out here. We talk about good touch and bad touch. I think that is something that we start with initially.
Exactly. Safe touch, unsafe touch.
For us at Aram, we've realized that this entire, core talk about good touch and bad touch somewhere confuses the child further. Yeah. And why? I'll tell you why I'm trying to say this is because we do not consider children as sexual beings. One thing, okay? So हमारे लिए ऐसा होता है, हम बच्चों को ये बोलते हैं, अगर किसी ने आपके breast पे लगाया हाथ, तो bad touch. But and not keeping in mind the idea that वो बच्चे को शायद वो उस particular time पे जो भी एज है उनका, उस हिसाब से शायद वो टच अच्छा लग रहा हो, because they're going through an age, they reach adolescence. fondling,
Hmm.
kissing, touching genitals, you know, it's pleasurable and it's completely
Hmm.
normal. Happens to
Hmm.
all of us. So for them, it's a good touch. But is it an unsafe touch or is it a safe touch? Is the question to be asked. And
Exactly.
that's why, you know, we want to move away from the dialogue of good touch and bad touch and might as well
Hmm.
concentrate on what is safe touch, what is unsafe touch, and then what is a confusing touch.
Absolutely. And I think one more touch should be added, which we are not talking about, that is non-touch abuse. Like, even when we talk about
Yes.
POCSO, there is sexual harassment which is covered. Like, just using words with the
Yes.
child or gestures, we ignore it in our daily like
Yes.
routine and we make it normalize. We normalize it कि ये तो abuse है ही नहीं. And it's important कि हम बच्चों को ये भी बताएं. What do you think?
Oh, of course, because like we've had so many cases that have been reported, which initially started with, you know, harassment of, you know, मतलब
Yes.
दीदी मैं रास्ते से चल के जा रही थी स्कूल में, वो रोज मुझे अपना
Hmm.
लिंग दिखा रहा था और फिर एक दिन अब्यूज हो गया,
Exactly.
you know.
Yes.
So उस you know ऐसे टाइम पे it is very important
Important.
that you know that like the conversation that we have as parents
Exactly.
and as trusted adults.
Exactly. And it's
Yeah.
also about vocabulary because I remember when we conduct workshops, children don't say that the वो अपना penis दिखा रहा था or they were like anything like the children just say the वो वाली जगह दिखा रहा था. So बच्चों के पास vocabulary भी
Yeah.
नहीं होती. And even teachers are too shy to talk about this. They cannot name it like it's called as breast, it's called as bum.
Absolutely. And today, when you know, when the team out go to train the teachers or the child, you know, child protection functionaries or even parents, they are so
Hmm.
shy, right?
Yes.
And thing is, you know, even in our trainings, we try to tell them that unless and until you, I mean, why? You know, it is us as adults who associate breast, penis, vagina, buttocks to
Hmm.
sex and not children. So that, and you know, that is very important because
Exactly.
like do you use only breast while having sex? No, breast has another biological requirement in your body, that is like
Hmm.
to feed the baby. And you know,
Exactly.
vagina, so is penis. So it was very important for us like to tell children the biological requirements of these body parts and not associate with sex.
Exactly. I absolutely agree with you. Since you just mentioned that you have been conducting a lot of trainings and you have been conducting trainings with UNICEF also. So how has the experience so far and any particular observation from the trainings?
Yeah, I mean, so with UNICEF, we've partnered, like we're in partnership, and we've been working on this project called Strengthening Child Protection Systems in Maharashtra. So
Okay.
basically, the wonderful law that we have, POCSO, very well, and you know, we
Mhm.
completely, you know, taken into consideration the best interest, the child-friendly systems, and everything.
Yes.
So, what this particular project that is trying to do is making sure that the whatever is written in the law is implemented on ground. So on the
Exactly.
basis of that, since from 2015 until 2018, we worked with the child welfare committees in
Hmm.
Mumbai, and then we also worked with the juvenile justice board, the sessions court, the police, the hospitals. So
Hmm.
each and every stakeholder that's involved once a POCSO case is registered, the team with all and trying to make
Hmm.
sure that whatever is written in the law is followed and practiced on
Implemented.
the ground. So
Yes, because
implemented, yes.
have you experienced any such case? Any such case where you saw that okay law to hai but implementation bilkul nahi ho raha? Because I have personally experienced that there was this case which happened and I was at the police station and police officer refused us that I'm not going to file an FIR in this case. In fact, it was a very serious case. Even we had childline workers with us, and we stayed at the police station for around 5 hours to ensure कि वो case file करे. एंड इवन तो पॉक्सो में है कि उन्हें फाइल करना है, देखो हैव टू कंटेम्पलेट की एविडेंस है कि नहीं. एंड बहुत सारे फ्लॉज हुए थे उस समय, बच्चे को पुलिस स्टेशन ले गए, इवन तो चाइल्ड हेल्पलाइन का वर्कर था. तो what is the ground reality that you have seen, like when it comes to implementation?
So honestly, and I think we've also been fortunate that we've never had a difficulty where this the police has not registered the complaint, because it's also because we work closely with the child welfare committee. So any case that comes to us comes through child welfare committee. So
Hmm.
usually the FIR is already filed in that
Okay.
circumstances. But apart from that, what we've realized is, see, there are challenges in implementation of this law, because there are a couple
Hmm.
of things that go into the line. One, the law is very new, right? And the
Yes.
systems are pretty old. So, what the law demands is a good infrastructure, a sensitized system, taking into
Exactly.
consideration how the child is treated and everything. So, what has been
Yes.
seen is, like, even though I would want to implement, as being a part of the system, even if I want to implement, I have my own restrictions, because A, there's no infrastructure. Then, what do I do? I have so many other cases to look after.
Hmm.
So, do I have patience to, deal with this one particular, right? There's lack of human
Yes, sir.
resources. So, the law, if the child is being taken to the court for 164 CRPC statement, and the accused
Hmm.
need to be taken separately or should not have an interface. But
Exactly.
taking into consideration the infrastructure that we have, and
It's
the
not
facilities
possible.
that we have, it's very difficult. And I
Hmm.
think we still see it somewhere in cities like Bombay, Bangalore, Chennai, Delhi.
Hmm.
But as we go, to the two tiers or to the more rural places,
Exactly.
one has seen that it's very difficult to implement. And that is
Exactly.
something that has also been our experience, that has come to us while we are currently implementing this
Hmm.
project in partnership with UNICEF, because we're
Hmm.
working in some really rural districts of Maharashtra with the
Okay.
function, with the child protection function in this.
I
So
absolutely understand. Hmm.
yeah, so it's like a long way to go.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I understand that. And I understand that it's important because if a police officer is going to talk wrongly with the child, or if a medical officer is going to say a word or do something, it can actually re traumatize the entire thing for that child, and that memory never goes. So, hats off to you, first of all, for the amazing work that you guys are doing, because it's so crucial.
yeah, yeah. I
And
mean, yeah.
I want
Sorry.
to know
Yeah.
what motivated you to work for the cause. Like, I have been doing this because I have seen children crying in front of my eyes. I have researched on this issue a lot of time, and like I have survivor friends, and they share their stories that how they cannot get into sexual relationship because something like this happened with them when they were very young. So this was something
Right.
which touched me. So what inspired you?
You know, every time somebody asks me this, I always say that I think child rights chose me, and it's not the other way around. Because
Hmm.
I have a background in anthropology. So post I completed my studies, when I came back to India, the first research assignment that I took up was on the issue that was related to child rights. And
Hmm.
post that, every opportunity that I kept getting had to do something or the other with around the children. So, and I think I kept taking these opportunities that came by me, and today I cannot imagine myself going out of the sector, because it's been so long, and I see there's a need to
Yes.
work. But yeah, that's how it has been. And I think
Amazing.
in 2014 was when I'd met Uma, who's the co-founder of Araminda Initiative. So at that point of time, we had just established RM India, and that I was seeing, and I had seen her thriving so much. So I I knew about Aram India since then, and then 2 years later, I got an opportunity. I met her, and after seeing and the motivation and the thriving that
Yes.
I was like, there's no way that I wouldn't want station. So that's how I've been an Aram for since then now.
That's amazing. I'm sure it's going to inspire a lot of people to work for this cause because there are a lot of youth in our profile. So I think your story is going to inspire a lot of them. Any message that you would like to give youths of our country? Because when we talk about sexual violence, we talk about stakeholders like children, parents, teachers. But as personally, I feel that youth can also play a role. So what's your take on this?
I think I completely agree because for of what we see as stakeholders is everybody is a stakeholder here, like the
Yes.
parent, the child. uh, I don't know what to what message to give.
Okay. And
um, in terms of child, if it's in terms of sexual abuse, I would just say that we and it's a personal opinion here. We as
hmm,
society have normalized okay, and it is not. And
yes,
with incidents coming out day by day, may it be the Me Too movement, may it be the girls' locker room or boys' locker room.
exactly.
It's very important for us as youth to understand that, uh, you know, being sexist, racist, and the other misogynist is something that we
Exactly.
shouldn't be tolerating because you believe it or not, somewhere all of this plays a very important, this larger issue
Exactly.
of child sexual abuse. So
Hmm.
realizing like that right from the beginning, right? Like your first step is your family, right? And I think
Exactly.
that's where you start because, like, and one needs to understand that family also cannot always be. We have so many cases where the father is
Exactly.
the, you know,
Even the
it's very
mother.
important. Even the school teachers who are female school teachers. So, like my team is currently
Exactly.
having two cases where the female is the accused and there's penetrative sexual assault. So, you
Hmm.
I think start, cutting things that are not normal. Like understand and question them
Hmm.
back.
Exactly. I
Definitely have a
absolutely agree
trusted
with you.
circle,
Yeah, that's very important. People you can trust, and it's important
and
that you have these
definitely
conversations with your
yes,
conversation with your cousins also.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely,
Great. Yes.
yeah.
So my next question to you is, I remember I was having a word with you yesterday, and you were telling about the website that you have. So I went through it, and there are a lot of resources that are available. So would you like to please share it,
Right.
like share with people what kind of resources are there, and for with what kind of stakeholders?
Sure. So the RM India website is basically, that one would require under the chat on the issue of child sexual abuse. So may you be a teacher, a counselor, a lawyer, a CW, a child welfare committee member, or a doctor. What you need to do once a case of child sexual abuse comes into the light and towards you. So
Hmm.
all the material that you require on that is available on the website. It's the www.arambindia.org.
Hmm.
So A A R
Okay.
A M B H
Dot .org.
INDIAINIVE.org. So and this is not some and this and since the beginning, we've never said that we own this material, because I remember Shuruat me, Uma and Siddharth and Preetai, they worked really hard to get all the material about on the issue under one portal, because the reason why it started was पहले इंफॉर्मेशन होते थे चाइल्ड सेक्सुअल अब्यूज को लेकर, लेकिन इतने मतलब एक जगह पर वो सारी
नहीं मिलते थे।
तो उन्होंने जाके वो सारी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस जो चाइल्ड प्रोटेक्शन पे, उन्होंने अपनी जो मटेरियल है, उन्होंने अपनी जो एक्सपीरियंसेस है वो इनके साथ शेयर की। उसके बाद में ये पोर्टल की शुरुआत हुई। सो if you visit the portal, it has experience of over all the child protection organizations that India has currently.
Yeah, I saw that. It has different sectors also, like children, teachers, NGOs.
Yes, parents. It's there for parents also. So I think one of the parents had this question of how do I talk to my child about child sexual abuse. So if you want to know more, you can definitely go there and access that.
Okay, thank you so much. I'll in fact share the website details with you after the live session so that everybody can access it.
Sure.
Yes. Any message that you would like to give to our audience, or anything that they should take away, which they can do like after this live session, because it should not be limited to just a session, but any practice that they can do to ensure children are safe?
Sure. So before I get into that, I just thought, because I was talking about the website, I also talk about the hotline.
Yes,
so
that's very important.
Of everybody who is us is that we would like to tell you all that there's no such thing like child porn.
Exactly.
Child pornography. I mean, child in a sexual act is not pornography. So when you watch a material like, so it's very important, and it's an urge that stop calling it child pornography, and you can what it actually is called sexual abuse material that one finds online. So having said, come across you can report, you can copy the link and report it. And the hotline was started in 2007 partnership with Internet Watch Foundation, which is a UK based organization. So whatever the link is and whatever the material is will be taken off the that way we can try to curb the CSAM
exactly
from our
And I think it's a very valid point that you mentioned about CSAM, because we had also made this mistake. In our recent video, we had mentioned about child pornography, and it's an offense. Because POCSO Act mentions this, the word that is used in POCSO Act, it is child pornography actually. And one of the psychologists told us that no, it's very important that we use the right terminology also. So I really appreciate you sharing this. Plus, regarding sexual abuse material, we have also faced this situation. There was this person who had shared a rape video which was happening with the child, and on the pretext that it's going to help people and it's going to provide justice to people, so he had a lot of followers and he posted it on Instagram. And we were asking him to remove it, but he was not ready to remove it. Obviously, we brought DCPCR, Delhi Commission. So ऐसा भी होता है कि they share these things on WhatsApp, on the social media portals. So what's I think we can report these at helpline number, right? Helpline that you mentioned. Online portal.
So definitely the ones that you get on your Facebook forwards or your Instagram forwards, if you have the link, you can definitely report it. But I think WhatsApp is something that we also are kind of struggling with, because it doesn't have a link. It's like a video getting forwarded.
Exactly.
So to curb that is something that we're still trying to figure out. But
Hmm.
yeah, but if you have any link that is in terms of which has any kind of CSAM, you can definitely go and report it on our website, and it's anonymous. So you don't
Hmm.
have to fill in the information about your name, age, etc. You just go report it,
Hmm.
and you have two options. It's in Hindi as well as in English. So you
Hmm.
can just go report it, and it's done. It's like a 2-minute thing. So maybe you can. That's something you can try post
Yes.
the live session.
So I want to know one more thing, the reporting part. When we report this,
Yeah.
is it just it gets removed from the internet, like, or
Yes.
like is it like an action is also taken against the person who has shared it?
Yes. So usually, what the experience that we've had is usually these sites are not hosted in India. So
Yes.
under circumstances like that, it gets complained in the country where the site is hosted, and
Okay.
then the follow up is done by the police on that. But
Okay.
if anybody wants more information on this, my
They can
colleague
reach out to you.
Siddharth is going to be the best person. Yes, yes, yes.
Hmm.
You, you,
Yeah,
you
that's
can
amazing.
definitely
Yeah.
reach out to us.
Yes, because it's very helpful because these are the things which are happening almost every day. And it's
Yes,
good that we have an online portal where we can report anonymously because it's very important.
yes.
Yes. So, it's a personal question that I want to
So,
ask you that, so what, is there any inspirational line or inspirational song that you're fond of? Or any person that who inspires you?
sorry, your voice. Who inspires me? Oh, I have a long list. I like that's not one person,
Yeah.
but yeah, there's a long list. But I like because and also because I'm talking about the work right now. I have to say it's going to be my entire team at RM.
Hmm.
There's no one day that anybody can feel bogged down within our team, right? We always like each one in the team inspires the other, and like it's like we if one is low, the other one like everybody is going to pull that person up, and
Pulls them.
going to be with that person until the person gets back to the striving that the one has. So
Hmm.
I think professionally, if it weren't for my team and the team that we
Feel.
have, it helps us doing what we are doing.
I can understand that completely.
Yeah.
That's amazing. It was actually super wonderful to have you for our session, and thank you so much for so much knowledge and insights that you have shared with us. And we really, really appreciate the amazing work that your organization is doing. And we need soldiers, we need warriors to like work on this cause. And you're absolutely a role model for us. For yes, absolutely.
Thank you so much, Megha, for having us here, and I really had a good time talking to you. And
Same
please
here.
keep doing what you're doing. I love to see the perspectives that you're getting into the room, and that's really needed and nice.
Yes, thank you so much. Take care.
Thank
Bye.
you. Take care. Bye.
So, guys, this was Aarti from Aramb, India, and she's a Chief Operating Officer. It was a wonderful discussion, and I'm sure it was helpful for all of you also. I'm Megha Bhatia, and I'm the founder of Arua. And I always say it's not just about me raising my voice, it's about every single one of you raising your voice against sexual violence because we need more warriors, we need more people to come and speak up against sexual violence. And so I'm going to sign off right now. We're having a lot of live sessions today. Do sign up, do see these sessions, and if you want to volunteer with our organization, feel free to drop us a message. We need more warriors to work on this cause. And yes, we have started with a YouTube channel also. So show us some support and love, and subscribe to our channel. There's this link in the bio. अगर आपको कोई भी doubts है, कोई question पूछना है इससे related, feel free to drop us a message. We are always there for you. Thank you for joining us. Take care and have a great day.